really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Mayo. And it's Sanders in at center. Here's Porzingis. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Freak. It's a three-point game. Unhindered, going all the way. And the jam by Whiteside.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Now here is Lowry following the miss by Freak. Lowry drives in. And too long on the shot.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's DeRozan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. New York shooting their first foul shot of the night. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to Washington.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Now here's Freak. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Here's Carroll after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Anthony against Carroll. Whiteside kicks to DeRozan. Baseline try, and he hits the jump shot. DeRozan's got 5 now.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now here's Freak, while recovering. Outside Mayo. They set the screen. Can't hit. Now Toronto takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The drive by Lowry. That's good.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Sanders. And it's Alan Crabb in for O.J. Mayo. Now, here's Lowry. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And stolen by Freak. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Anthony no one around. And the Knicks miss again.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Now here's Freak following the miss by DeRozan. Freak passes to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending. DeRozan brings the double team. Grab dishes to Freak. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Moreland.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
And so here is New York. The Raptors getting the bucket. Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Up top to Rosen. He's coming off a 28-point game against Detroit.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good from Freak.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
And DeMar DeRozan, star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. I just want to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention. Raptors trail by 11. They've got Whiteside. Jamari Carroll is out there with DeRozan. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Toronto working the ball around now. And again, no good by Toronto.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards made some terrific plays. He had made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Raptors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this section.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Raptors trail by 13. to the paint. Stolen away. Here's Freak. And that one is stuffed right through.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And that is good.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Anthony. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
The assist, DJ
Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight. Toronto shooting 41% for the game. And Holiday kicks to Whiteside. 1:09 left in the first half of basketball. It's rebounded by New York.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Out to DeRozan. Lets it go with a 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 17. And here's Freak. He's got 11.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
27 seconds left in the first half of the game. 5 on the clock. Augustine with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Augustine passes to Freak. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Freak's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And that one's good. DeRozan's got 7.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Can't get it to go. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Knicks out front.
Carmelo, some great numbers for you and great play on and off.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Sanders is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Mayo in at the 2 spot. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. O.J. Mayo, number 1.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
Freak sets a screen for Anthony. And a wide-open look for Freak. And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 17. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Freak. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Freak. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Knicks lead by 17.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Toronto with the timeout.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. His last 10 games with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage. You put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
Boy, and he's been a human highlight reel all season. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. DeRozan. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Mayo kicks to Lopez. Here's Freak. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Lowry drives in. And again, no good by Toronto.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
That is good. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Freak dishes to Lopez. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Back to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Here's trail by 17. All alone. Here's Valanciunas, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
I want everyone here in the air standing to set it and give it up and cheer on your Danny Pack.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Toronto. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Knicks, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for Toronto, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
It really has been something to see. I mean, a remarkable and quick turnaround. It's been dramatic in how far they've come from last season.
Mayo, that's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Raptors trail by 17. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. He dishes it to Ross. Over to the left wing. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Now here's Freak. Lowry covering. Freak kicks to Humphries. To the inside. And Freak throws it down.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
No clue where that pass was going.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Damari Carroll. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Lowry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And so Lowry nails both of them. Here's Freak. The feed to Carmelo. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. Goes up on the wing, and that's good off the glass that time. And the Knicks lead by 19.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Stribling. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Freak. Good work defensively by Lowry.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's Freak missing.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Right side, the pass to Lowry. From deep. And it's good. Now here's Freak. Out to the right wing. Pass to Anthony. Sanders with a screen on Carroll. Launches a three. Porzingis can't hit. Raptors trail by 16. Outside Lowry. He hits Whiteside, top of the key. Here's the screen. Back to Lowry. The 19-foot shot. That's short off the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Freak dishes to Anthony. To the middle, Sanders. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take no chance slam by the big fella.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for New York.
Substitution for the Nets. O.J. Mayo.
Whiteside with it. Inside. Layup off the pick. Now, Freak. Some nice passing by New York here. Down low. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Now here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Anthony right side. No good. Only a second miss and 10 attempts from the floor. Raptors trail by 20. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Whiteside. Sanders with the steal. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Pass to Porzingis. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. Passes it to Porzingis. Dishes it to Freak. 5 to shoot. Inside. Sanders. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get.
New group in now for the Raptors. Whiteside's checked in for McDaniels. Valanciunas comes in for Ross. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Cole. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. Freak comes in for DJ Augustine. There's a screen. Moreland kicks to DeRozan. The shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Freak throws it down.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Moreland. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's New York. 22 is their biggest lead. Freak passes to O'Quinn. And stolen by Whiteside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get off your shots when you're in such a tight coverage situation? A defender right in your grill.
It's easy. If my man back off on me, shoot it. If I got two, pass the ball, find somebody else.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them throughout this one.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight, big time. They needed this sort of performance from him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
Let's take them back. Yeah. 95.